you want, what you want.
What's going on YouTube? It's Driven360, the only engineering commentator on YouTube. Actually, to be honest, I don't know. I can't verify that, but for the time being, I'm gonna go ahead and live by that title. Anyways, so this video obviously is about the Conan O'Brien bit, where he had some developers from 343 on the show. So I guess I'll go ahead and say what I thought, and I think what a lot of other people thought this segment was going to be about. Like most people, I thought the 343 was going to just go all out on a bunch of details about the multiplayer and about the campaign. No, that's not what we got. Instead, we got Conan O'Brien, just bullshitting with some of the 343 developers. And that's basically what the entire segment was about. There was some portions where Conan O'Brien went into the sound booth and he recorded some sound bites to be used in the game. I guess he's going to be an NPC in the game along with his buddy Andy Richter, which is cool and all, but that's not what I wanted. And I think that for most of you guys, that's not what we were looking for. We were looking for some solid, concrete details. We wanted to know what the weapons are going to be like. We wanted to know what kind of attachments were going to be in the game. We got none of that. It's very sad, but it is what it is. What they did show, the only thing that was anything related to the game, was about a 14-second multiplayer clip. And it had, I think it was a red killing a blue with the BR. And the only thing that I took away from this video was that the BR was very similar to the one from Halo 2. Which is really cool, because if any of you guys remember or played Halo 2, the BR was the shit. It was what made that game, and it was dope. However, that's not going to be enough to keep Halo 4 fresh. It needs to change a lot. They need to include a lot of things. And for the most part, they're doing their best to do that, but they're being very, very vague on the details. And that's about it from the Conan O'Brien segment. So for those of you that want a little bit more, maybe you've heard about this, maybe you haven't. Either way, here's some 3 or maybe 4 details that I thought were important for every Halo fan to know. One thing they're going to include in the Halo 4 game is Spartan Ops. They're not going to include Firefight. Firefight is not going to be in the game, at least at launch. Instead, they're going to have Spartan Ops, which is sort of like Spec Ops, in a way where you and your buddies go into a mission designed for cooperative gameplay, and you fight against whoever the hell the enemy is in Halo 4. This is sort of like Spec Ops, except the games or all the missions aren't going to be on the disc on day 1, which is kind of ridiculous. Instead, they're going to have it so every week they update the game and there's a brand new Spartan Ops mission. Their main theory behind all this is that if they release a mission every week, it'll keep us from leaving the game and forgetting about it. Which, from a business standpoint, seems like a great idea. But for us, we don't want that. We want the entire game at once. Or at least I do. Are you guys behind? Are you guys, people that are listening to this, are you with me on this one? So, they're going to use this as a kind of a leverage tool to get you guys to come back, or to get us to come back. And I kind of say that's bullshit. The game should be able to stand alone and, on its own, be able to keep us from leaving. There shouldn't be any incentive for us to come back. The multiplayer, the campaign should be more than enough. That's not the case. They're going to use this as a kind of like a leverage tool. I don't know. We'll see how that pans out. I'm sure at E3 they'll show more. Another thing they're going to include is Forerunner Vision. They're taking out Armor Lock, and they're going to replace it with Forerunner Vision. Forerunner Vision is kind of like an X-ray vision, so you can see through walls. I don't know. That sounds like it can be broken. It can be a hit or miss. Who knows? More at E3. Maybe some more on that in the future. Also, one important thing that they're going to include in this game is the ability to sprint. You no longer need an ability. You no longer pick the ability to sprint. Everybody has it. Doesn't matter what your primary capabilities are when you start the match, which is a good thing. I'm kind of excited to see how that works out. One last thing that I thought was very important to mention was the ability to pick your weapons at the beginning of the match. I'm not sure exactly what this means. Like I said, 343 is being very, very vague on what this is going to mean in terms of like they're being vague. I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. I don't know if this means that you're going to be able to pick the attachments on your guns, or if this means you're going to be able to like pick between different variations. I have no fucking clue. But what I want to see is maybe like kind of a Call of Duty thing. I know some of you guys are shrieking like, no, it can't be like Call of Duty. Halo needs to evolve, or else it's gonna die. And if you guys are like me, I love Halo. I don't want to see it go away. It needs to evolve in a positive way. Who knows what this means? I know they're doing their best, but God knows what they're doing over there. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope to update my channel every Thursday, if not every Sunday. So like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the comments below. Thanks, guys.